Now, hi friends, good evening. So now I will explain to you about so where do traits is come from. So after that, remaining parts I will explain clear here. So here see that factors that make up an individual come from both parents. See that the trait information is passed on. So here there's wait a moment. So where do traits come from? See that factors that make up an individual come from both parents. The trait information is passed on from generation to generation in the form of genes. Okay, so this is the what are the genes. Okay, so this is the what are genes. So a gene is a specific location on a chromosome that controls a certain trait. So this is about the genes. Now where do genes come from? So that genes is come from an individual needs two genes for each trait, one gene from each parent. So one each from two genes need here. One gene is come from father and another gene coming from the mother. This gene pair is called an allele. Okay, allele. Okay, so one gene comes from the sperm cell from the father and one gene comes from the egg cell from the mother. So that is called allele. Okay, so after that here see that how do genes get their information. So okay, now a chromosome is a structure in the cell that contains the genetic information. Okay, that is the form of DNA. So the DNA genetic material. This information is passed on from one generation to the next generation. So this is that clear. I think now you can clear that chromosome structure is there. So that one is the structure in the cell that contains the genetic information. Genetic information is contains how this one DNA. Okay, na. So this information is passed from one generation to the next generation. See that this is the chromosome. Okay, na. See this chromosome, both chromosomes. Here is there one DNA. Okay, na, DNA gene 1, gene 2. So here is there so there is there one side is there from gene 1 and also this one is there. After that gene 2 is there. So both is attached. Okay, na. So after that this one. So gene representation. How do we write our genetics? Okay, na. So see here. So the name of the dominant trait determines what letter is used to represent the gene. Okay, na. So use a capital of the first letter of the dominant trait to represent the dominant gene. For example, so I know that already you said that capital Y, small y. So that is the rule. First letter you can write that always is the dominant gene only. You can write that first one. Okay, na. Use a small version of the first letter of the dominant trait for the recessive gene is you have to write that small letter only. So right hand S is the dominant trait. So use that capital R for the dominant gene and use for example small r for the recessive gene for left hand S. So this is about that example to is there. Tall is the dominant trait. So we use that capital T and we can use that small t for the recessive gene for our short. So about that one is that about genes. Next, how are genes expressed? So the traits are however our genes show, and since traits are formed from two genes, they are described by the combination of genes that make the pair. Traits are described as either so homogeneous, that is called pure. Heterogeneous is nothing but mixed. Okay, see what is mean by homozygous. Homozygous is nothing but pure. Okay, na. Homogeneous means homo means you have to remember homo means same, hetero means different. So poor dominant means the individual only has genes for the dominant trait. For example, capital T. So both is here tall. So a pure tall individual has only tall genes. So this is the example for homozygous. homozygous. Next one is pure recessive. So the individual only has genes for the recessive trait. For example, is there small t, both pair is small t. That is called homozygous trait. Next, heterozygous trait. Heterozygous trait means mixture. For example, is there capital T and small t. So heterozygous means individual has one dominant gene and one recessive gene for a trait. So the result is the dominant gene is the one expressed or shown. So that is called which one? Dominant. That is the capital T. Which one is not shown? That is the recessive. That is called small t. So this is about the how we can that which one is there homozygous and heterozygous. So now how do we predict offspring? So offspring means a Punnett square is a way to show the possible combinations of genes that offspring of parents could have. See that. So here is the Punnett square is the female gametes. So here small e capital E small e. Okay, now this is the male gametes. Okay, now so pollen grain. See that this is the oval. So this is the pollen grain. See that capital T small t. So cross pollination capital T small t. See that here this is that capital T and capital T. See this one is capital T. So how so both is capital T. Which one is coming? Capital T coming. So this one is after that capital T small t. So cross pollination capital T small t. So this is capital T small t. Second one. Next capital T. So this one is small t capital T. Okay now. But rule is which one? First you have to write that capital T. So always you have to write that which one is the capital letter. That one you have to write that. That is the reason you have to write that here also capital T small t. Then you can write small t. So this one is there small t. Now is there after that. So I think is there. This is not in textbook. Is not there. Okay. So but anyway. So here is there instead of you can wait a minute. See here you can use that. For example is there seed shape. Okay now capital R small r, capital Y small y. So that one you have to see, need to check. See here is there 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 9 is there 3 3 5. So yellow and 4 9. So 9 is there 9 is to 3 is to 3 is to 1. 9 is to 3 is to 3 is to 1. So see that this one is 3. Okay na, this one is 3. So this is a 1. Okay na, total 9 is to 3 is to 3 is to 1. Okay na, next one. What is phenotype? So phenotype means what? Phenotype is the way that we look or appear. Example, brown eyes or blonde hair. So that is called what? అంటే దీన్ని ఇంకోటి తెలుగులో కూడా చెప్పాలనుకుంటే బయటికి కనపడేటువంటి లక్షణం. అంటే మనం ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ క్లాసులో ఎంతమంది ఉన్నారు అనడం అంటే ఏంటి? ఒక 30 మెంబర్స్ క్లాస్లో ఉన్నారు అంటే దట్ ఈజ్ కాల్డ్ ఫినోటైప్. మరి ఆ క్లాసులో వచ్చేసి ఎంతమంది చదువుతారు ఎంతమంది చదవరు అదంతా మనకు అనవసరం. ఓకేనా, ఎంతమంది ఉన్నారు అనేటంటే బయటికి మన కళ్ళతో చూస్తే ఇంతమంది రౌండ్ ఫిగర్ అని చెప్పేస్తే దట్ ఈజ్ కాల్డ్ ఫినోటైప్. ఓకేనా. సో నెక్స్ట్ ఆఫ్టర్ దట్ హియర్ సో వాట్ ఈజ్ జీనోటైప్? So genotype means what? So genotype is the genetic makeup for a trait. Example, homozygous brown and capital B, that is a pure brown. Both genes are the same. So that is called this one genotype. Okay now. So this is the see that genotype means what? Capital R small r here. So here is the dominant character is dominant is capital R. So small r. Okay, wait. So capital R small r. This is called genotype. But here is the phenotype means 2:1 because red is 2, 1 is white. Next, genotypes codes for the phenotypes. Okay na. So see that brown phenotype and genotype and blue phenotype and this one is blue genotype. Next, so and see that trait is here height tall plants. See that capital T small t into capital T small t. So which one is 75% tall plants? Okay na. See that this one dominant character. The 75% is tall. So this one is 25% is short. Next one is 25% here is there tall, homozygous tall. Next 50% is heterozygous. Both is also heterozygous tall. 25% is homozygous. Okay now, so this is about that. Okay, next one is this is no need for you. So what is incomplete dominance? Incomplete dominance means when neither gene that determines a